Let's see. What's up, you guys? What's happening? I know you guys ain't used to seeing me like this, but yeah. Let me go ahead and put some put light a little bit of light on this for you guys. What's up, you guys? Got three people in here. What's up, you guys? I don't know if I can see the chat. It's a little bit different today, you guys. Let me see. Um, a little different today, you guys. I haven't made no videos today. A lot of situations going on. Me and wifey, had some problems somewhere else with my phone. I got one person on here, but I can't see that chat. But if I can see anybody from I can't see anybody in the chat, but you guys, I hate you guys. I hate to see you guys this way, man. It's gonna be a minute um before I go live again. Um, uh, just a little bit, situations that's been going on with me and the family and the ladies. You guys, I got one person in here, I think. So hopefully we can get enough people in here. I can't see the chat. Hopefully I can see. Hold on. I can't see the chat. Oh, let's see. I can't see the chat, but you guys, um, been going with some situations, here lately. Um, I know I went live yesterday, you guys. Um, uh, I got one person listening to me today, listening to me right now. Um, it's not a good situation right here, right now, but you know, me and the lady, we having a bad situation here. Um, bad situation, you guys. I can't see the chat. I don't even know if anybody is showing anything from the chat. I can't see it. I'm on my cell phone, you guys, but I just wanted to go live with you guys. Um, uh, got into an argument with, about the situation with me and lady today. Everything just don't look good at all. Um, I don't know how long this is gonna carry on. You know, um, I just wanted to, get on here live, and talk to you guys. You know what I mean? Because a lot of things, it's been eating me up today. You know what I mean? I've been going through some things, today, and I need a lot of prayers. You know what I mean? A lot of prayers. Um, I, s- I s- I s- I still got my Telegram group up. But me and the lady has been argument. We had some situations going on today, and it just hasn't been good today. I've been doing some things that oh, I can see the chat now. What's up, Mr. Butler? Happily, thank you, appreciate it, Mr. Butler. But uh, been going, do some things with, uh, uh, at home. You know what I mean? Some things, that's been going on. Um, it's really, really sad that you guys got to see me this way. You guys, you used to see me, uh, on my PC, doing my thing. You know, I've been, drinking a little bit. Today I've been under, a lot of bit of stress, and I'm just taking it day by day. You know what I mean? It's me and a lady going at it. Some few problems at the house. So uh, I'm gonna get it fixed eventually. Hopefully I'll be able, to go live again. Eventually. Um, it's gonna be a minute, you guys, man, because um, this wasn't a really, really good, situation today that I got into it, with at the house. Um, you guys, I'm sorry if I'm vaping, what I mean, if I'm doing whatever I'm doing, during a live show, what I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm a little stressed out. I've been I've been stressed out, the whole day. Um, I normally, you know, don't drink at all. I haven't drank in almost like 8, 9 years. Um, uh, if you guys can, hit that thumbs up. That always matters. You know what I mean? It always helps. But anyways, I'm just going, do some things, at the house, and right now I'm not at home. I'm at my brother's. Um, I'm not around my PC. I'm not around. Doing anything. Uh, but I want to, keep you guys, up to date. What's going on with me. I don't want to keep you guys left out. You know what I mean? Because I did do a live show, last night. Trying to test out, some live stream and stuff, and I'm going through you know, some rough times right now, and as you guys can see, as you guys can see, I've been drinking. I haven't drank in almost 8, 9 years. Um, Today, I did have, a couple of drinks here and there. Um, And for a lot of you guys, some people know, my personal life, and some people don't. You know what I mean? But life goes on. You got to continue on. You got to do what you got to do, and I understand that. You know what I mean? But the situation, what I mean, that I'm in right now. I don't know how, I don't know how much longer it's gonna last. You know what I mean? I don't know how much longer, that I'm gonna, be going. Uh, when I'm not gonna be able to go live. You know, so basically, as long as him here at my brother's, that's where I'm at right now. Me and my wife, we got into a big, you know, big situation. Everything just fell apart. Some few things, and I just I wanted to get on here and talk with you guys, and push get some stress off my back. You know what I mean? I don't know how many people are gonna listen. I don't know how many people are gonna pay attention to this live. I don't know. You know what I mean? But it's really not that good. Especially when I'm going live like this. You guys never see me, go live on my cell phone. So, you know, um, it's just not a good situation, you guys. Um, I don't know. I don't know how long it's gonna take. You know, um, I just need a lot of prayers. Sent out to me. Because I'm going through some stressful, stressful times right now. There's a lot of things on my back that I need to get rid of. And a lot of things that I'm carrying on my back. You know what I mean? That I need to get off. You know what I mean? And I came to my brothers, and came here and let my stress out. He came pick me up, and here I am. It's 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, but uh, this is where I am. You know what I mean? So I don't. I pretty much uh, you guys. I'm sorry if I'm being sentimental about the whole situation, but um, uh, this is just the way things is gonna be, and until and until I'm able to get things right again. You know what I mean? I tried to make things right, when I was at home, and things just, uh, you know, things wasn't right. You know what I mean? So I had no other choice but to leave. And it's just, so I find myself, I'm not, I'm not drunk or anything, what I mean? But I've been drinking all day, I've been stressed, um, you know, uh, I usually don't smoke blacks, but, I got lots of those, what I mean? I just, I've been, stressed out, what I mean? And, uh, you know, things is just, it's going to be a little bit different, for, the next couple weeks at least. You know what I mean? Um, but I don't want to leave you guys out of the mix. You know what I mean? Tonight, I was here at my brother's, and everybody went to bed. Hang is I appreciate you, bro, man. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Much love. Appreciate you, Mr. Brother. Appreciate you, man. I don't know how long this is gonna last. It might last, a week, two. I don't know. When I get back, I'm situated. Things looking like oh man, you guys, everything, everything is, gonna be a little bit different right now. Especially, different location. I'm not nowhere even, close to, DC. Figuring out, that's the first time I've done this. I appreciate all you guys, man. I just want to keep you guys, filled in, so you guys can understand, where I'm coming from. Just some, uh, just, It says you guys can't hear me. Sorry. But what's up, Truth, man? My main man, Truth in the building. That's my man. My dog, man. Um, but just some, it's just some, uh, some, some. Hold on, let me see. I can't put no earphones on. Let me see. I don't have no earphones. Okay, you can hear me now? Okay, thanks. I appreciate it. But yeah, just some, some family problems, going through, um, uh, some family problems I'm going through, at the house. Um, hopefully you guys can hear me. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Um, let me see if I can turn my volume. Can you guys hear me now? Real low. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. It's real low. I'm on my I'm on my phone, you guys. Um, he says it's better now. Okay, but I'm on my phone, you guys, and um, I'm going live, on my phone. Um, you know, I just didn't want to leave you guys, out in the mix. You know what I mean? Didn't want to leave you guys, you know, out of the picture. Wonder where I've been. I want to keep everybody that that is uh, following me. Uh, um, I appreciate y'all, you guys, man. Much love to you guys, man. You know, I've been, I've been going crazy. I've been going through some things. The past, 12 hours at least. Um, Me and my lady got into a big argument, so um, I'm not at home. I'm not at home. I'm at my brother's. I'm on my phone. So, um, I love you guys and I miss you guys. You know, I wish, I wish, I could be there for you guys. I wish, um, I wish everything would be a lot different. I wish I didn't have to see you guys like this. I wish you guys didn't have to see me like this. But this is, my only option, to show you guys that I am still around, that I'm still doing my thing. Um, um, I do got a lot of stuff coming, but right now is just, it's not a really, really good time, for doing what I'm doing. And, um, I haven't drank you guys in like almost like 9 years. It's been 9 years. It's been 9 years since I drank, and uh, you know, today I finally after 9 years, I finally drank today. I was so in so much stress. You know, this is basically what's going on with me. I did not want to show you guys this. I didn't want to, I really didn't, I didn't really want, present myself, this way to you guys, but I had no other choice because I don't know how long this is going to last. Um, so basically, just to go live, just show you guys, I'm still around, if you guys don't see me for, the next 4 or 5 more days, I mean, maybe a week. Um, I am going through some things, and uh, it, it won't last that long. Trust me, it won't last that long. I won't make it last that long. And I know you guys are saying, keep your head up, do what you got to do, and I'm gonna do what I got to do. And family does come first, but you guys are also, my family also. You know what I mean? I've been through, this platform for years and years and years and years and years. You know what I mean? I've been dishing out content, for you guys very long time, and I pretty much would hate to see you guys to see me guys like this. You know what I mean? But this is the way you guys got to see me today. Um, Things will change eventually, and I don't know how long it's gonna last. I don't know what's gonna happen next. I don't know, because I'm just going through my thing right now. Where where I'm just doing my thing, but it's not good though. You know what I mean? I've been you know I've been crying all day. Been trying to get a grip, on myself. About the whole situation. What's going on, but uh, hopefully, you know, uh, hopefully everything gets better. You know what I mean? Just I'm always up to saying prayers. You guys, always believe in the Lord and Jesus Christ above and saying prayers. But you guys also can say prayers behind me. To keep things going. You know what I mean? So, but I hate to break this down to you guys, but I'm gonna be gone for a little bit. I might pop up, here and there. You know what I mean? yeah, get on here with you guys, as long as I can, and show you guys I'm still around, so you guys don't think, or Cody Man just jumped out of the building, you know what I mean? But no, he didn't. You know what I mean? It's just, I'm having issues. You know what I mean? So, I really, 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 really appreciate, you know, um, if all the prayers can be held, for me and the situation, I'm going through. You know what I mean? It's rough for me. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people don't know my background, don't know what I'm going through, what I have been going through for years and years and years. But eventually, um, throughout my YouTube channel, I will leak all this, you know, about my past. I will leak it out, into YouTube and let you guys know, the situation, I've been through, for many years. What I've been struggling. I've been struggling, depression, anxiety, really, really bad. Um, and it's been really, really bad for me. Um, but you guys, is what keeps me going and keeps me, doing the things that I need to be doing. You know what I mean? And everybody that gets on here, my main man Trooper, man, he's my main man. Uh, uh, I appreciate all you guys, sticking through me through thick and thin. Um, but sometimes, things gotta come to a halt, for a little bit, and then you gotta go back and recover and do it all over again. So, we'll see how things go. I'm trying not to be too teary eyed on, on live, but it's hard, you know what I mean? Because, I've been, I've been emotional wreck all day long. Um, so, just want to keep you guys, keep you guys, infirm, and keep you guys, letting you guys know, what's going on. If you guys don't see me, so you guys will definitely know. You know what I mean? John Higgins says, take a break, bro. I was described to, Mitchell's Place years ago. Take it to go, keep going with the stuff, knowledge, you just keep going. Health, so I want to make sure you keep stuff in good health. Yeah, it's not just, it's not just, it's not just my health that's a problem. It's personal problems. It's personal problems in the background that make these things so much difficult for me. And especially when I got to get on here live and and tell you guys, and the reason why I do this, because you guys, I want you guys to know that Cody Man is never ever gonna die. You know what I mean? He's never gonna go away. I'm still always around, no matter what you guys think, no matter what you guys say. Um, uh, I'll be bringing that content for sure. Whatever I can do. Whatever I can bring, I bring to the table. I make sure it's good, and I make sure I do it right. So, but anyways, everybody that has supported me from day one, I appreciate you guys. Much love. Appreciate it. You know what I mean? It was 29 minutes. We had a couple people in here. Uh, but I appreciate all you guys, for supporting me. You know, even if you support me from day one, appreciate you guys. Um, so we will see, what the table brings to me. You know what I mean? Um, right now, I just don't know. What's gonna happen day to day. So I'll most definitely keep you guys and informed. What's going on. Even if I got to go live, here, for a little bit here and there, appreciate it. And if you guys can hit that thumbs up so everybody else can see it, I appreciate it, man. Yeah. John Higgins, man, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, man. Support me, man. Much love. Um, yeah, I've been doing a lot of this, man. Uh, I I haven't touched one of these in like 9 years, you guys, man. Uh, you know, um, I've been on so much, anxiety medication and depression medication. That's a whole different story on what it's all about. About my history, and I'm willing. When the time comes, you know, I'm gonna be willing to share, you know, my experience and my life, with you guys, so you guys can see, you know, uh, the things that I've been going through, throughout my whole life. Um, and it's been a ride, you know what I mean? It's been a tough ride, I mean, for me, especially, with YouTube, you guys, I know I'm not that really that I know I'm not that big, in YouTube, and I know I'm not, you know what I mean? I should be, you know, and I don't know how many viewers I'm gonna get off of this, and I really don't even care. I do care, but in a way I don't, you know what I mean? But I just want to let you guys know, for the people that do follow me, that I'm still around. You know what I mean? I'm just having a very rough time, and things are not looking good for me. For right now, it's not. So, it was late, tonight. I figure, everybody here at my brother's house, they went to bed, and I figure, I would, come on here and, share some thoughts, and share, some things with you guys, that's, really being going on with me in the past couple hours, 24 hours, because you guys see me go live yesterday, and I had a really, really good live show, what I mean? I showed you guys, basically, what it was like, to go live, without having to pay for it, through StreamYard, what I mean? But a lot of those things, they will come, a little bit further. We'll show you guys those things. But right now, they're gonna take it, really, really good hope. Super sense, the play man, you'll be okay. Self part of life, you'll get through it, take a break, you don't see me, but happen, bro. I appreciate it, truth, man. I appreciate it, man. Trooper, you my main man. I mean, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Trooper, man. You my main dude, man. You always support me since day one, and I appreciate it, man. But uh, uh, you guys, so just really, really, quick, you know, uh, uh, live show, just to, let you guys know what's going on. I'm gonna, continue to stay up, do do my thing. I'm grieving a little bit. Off the situation that I'm going through, and I'm doing the drinking thing. So um, just continue to do that. And get over it. And move on from there. You know what I mean? So I just want to share these things with you guys, so you guys can pass this on, and everybody can get a little feel, of what's going on with Cody Man. Okay, so hopefully you guys, you guys are very supportive. I appreciate it for the ones that it is, the ones that watch this. There's three people here. I appreciate all you guys. Much love to you guys. I don't know how much longer this is gonna be for today, but tomorrow will be a new day. So we'll see tomorrow what brings us, and we'll go from there. Okay. So you guys stay safe, stay blessed, and hey, I'll most definitely see you guys in the next one.